Hey, coin folk, welcome back. It is time again for some half dollars. Finally found our first silver last week for the year. Well, I guess I shouldn't say finally. It only took us 2 hunts, but we didn't find a ton, so we would like to find some more. So let's see if we're gonna do it this week. Bunch of circulated. I don't see any newer stuff. Doesn't look like, at least at first glance. Slide that fella over. Take a peek in box number 2. And looking about the same. All the way around. So, I'll take that. 2 circulated boxes. Box number 3. And a few newer ones in that. So, still mostly circulated though. So, take that as well. Looks like a NIFC right there on the end, 2020. So, we know we'll have one find at least, right? Not the find we're looking for, but it is technically a find. And lastly, looks kind of more similar to box number 3 than the others. A couple newer ones, but nothing crazy. So, 4 circulated boxes. No silver showing on the top. That doesn't mean it ain't on the inside. So, let's go see if we can find it. Well, we ended up doing the box with the that Ender NIFC that we looked at, and that's the first find of the hunt. Ended up being roll 10 where it landed after I flipped over the box looking for enders and stuff. Didn't find anything, unfortunately. So if we got any silver there, we're going to have to hunt for it, which is okay with me. I hope it's okay with you. So let's go. Roll 19 here. First half box 1. We got ourselves a fairly ugly hold coin. Both the coin itself is not in great shape and the whole job wasn't all that good itself. So, but it is a find, so we will take it and keep on moving through this first half. See what else it got. Oh, finished up first half here, the box 1. And just one more NIFC, another 2020 along the way. And that's it, besides the other stuff we already looked at. So, on to the second half. Roll 35, box 1 here. We got 83 Philly on the scope. It's a little grungy, but we got some nice clashing, kind of up in front of the mouth, off the bottom of the chin, off the chin itself. And then out in the fields, kind of in front of the nose, off the forehead. Nothing really on the back side too much. Looks like it's probably been polished up a little bit. And a little bit here on the back. You can kind of see, kind of right over in this area. Little line through there. Same on this side, just kind of right in this area. And then a little bit down underneath, coming off the kind of the knuckle area of the the eagle's claws there. So a little bit of fun. Like I said, I wish it was in a little better shape. But pretty cool little clash. We'll take that. And keep on plugging through the box. See what she turns up. Well, wrapped up box 1 here. Just a few more NFCs as we finished up all 2020 Phillies. And that's it. So, we're on to box number 2. See what we can get out of her. Let's go. Well, we got our first find out of box 4, or box 2 on roll 4. A 2004 Philly NIFC. So we'll take that, just stack up the rest of them throughout the box and take a look at them wrap-ups. For now, we move. Back on roll 16 here. Got a 23 Philly with DDO number 1 on it. You see doubling here on the mint mark. A little curls of the 2 and the 3 there. A little slight doubling on a we, and then it stands out a little better on trust. And then over here, stands out the best. You can see a little on the G there, but it stands out best on the I and the N. So, unfortunately, there's a little bit of rat machine damage on it. On the right side, kind of hugging the rim pretty tight. I guess I'm down throughout in between the digits on the date as well. So, kind of stinks that it's got that damage on it, but still cool find. So, we'll take it. And keep on going through the box. See what else we get. Back on roll 19 here. Saw this. Oop, doesn't want to focus now. Nice squared off rim. Mostly copper looking on the edge. Thought it might be a proof, but didn't quite look right. So I took a peek. And it's actually a clad commemorative $50 from 1995. I think this is only the second clad commemorative I found in a box. So it's pretty cool. 1995 Olympic baseball. I believe they made several different ones from this year for the Olympics, so we'll gladly take that. Pretty cool little find. Got a little scratch down there, looks like, in the field, kind of underneath the batter's foot. But all in all, pretty good shape, especially for just finding her out there in circulation. So we'll gladly add that to the finds pile and keep on moving through the box. So let's go. Well, very next row, got ourselves another little find here. A sticker coin and an NIFC. You can kind of see it there. The sticker's worn off some. The 2014 out of Philly. Little Battle of Gettysburg sticker coin. So we'll take that. At least we're finding some different stuff in this box. And even if we ain't finding any of the silver stuff, that's all right. We got some finds, so let's keep on moving and see what else might be in here. Pretty cool. Well, we wrapped up first half of box 2 here. The only thing we hadn't looked at already was one more NIFC. 2004 out of Denver. I believe the other one we found in the box was 2004 out of Philly. So that gives us a set, I guess, if nothing else, for 2004. So let's move on to the second half and see what's in it. Let's go. Well, we're on roll just number 5 here out of box 3. It's our first NIFC out of the box, 2012 out of Philly. I think that's one we find a little less often, so we'll take that. Pretty decent shape as well, so not too shabby. So we keep on moving through the box, see what else you got. Oh, back on roll 16 here, box 3. With our next find, we got a 94 Philly. With a fair amount of grease strike through here on the front. You can kind of see it mainly on the left side. Down here in the motto up through the beginning of Liberty. The L being almost completely gone in there. And a little bit weaker over here on the right hand side. Again from the motto kind of up through the Y is pretty weak in there. But then it kind of thins out. So we'll take that. Fairly well struck on the back. Just a lot of circulation. We always seem to find these circulated fairly well for some reason. One of these days we're going to find a nice, crisp, uncirculated one with a strike through like that. But we'll take this one for sure and keep going. See what else the box got for us. Well, finished up first half of box 3 here. The only things we hadn't looked at so far was a few more NIFCs. A couple out of Philly and one fella out of Denver. So, on to the second half. Let's see. Back on roll 32 here, box 3. Got an 83 Philly under the scope. You can see the E here pretty well abraded away. So must have been an old clash on it. It's real lack of detail kind of along the neck and different spots up through the bridge of his nose and stuff. You see little remnants of the clash on his nose there. And then on the reverse, there's a couple spots that didn't clean up very well. Got a pretty strong clash line here. A little weaker down coming off the knuckle there. and a little clash line there as well, but it's actually in a fantastic shape for an 83, which are a little tougher to find sometimes without mint sets being made. So we'll gladly take that, especially for finding her just out there floating around in circulation. So keep on moving through the box, see what she gives us. Back on roll 43 here of box 3. And this edge here looks a lot like that commemorative we had earlier. So I'm wondering if possibly, nope. Just an NIFC. That is the orangest edge I've ever seen. Usually you see some plating in there as well, but I guess she punked this. I guess it's not really that thick, but it was just super, super orange. I don't know. Well, I guess we found an NIFC anyways. But back to the hunt. Let's go. Just finished up box 3 here. Watching a little coin roll fishing. Look at this title. Go check out that video. That's all I'm gonna tell you, but you won't be disappointed. Finds for the second half of the box we hadn't looked at already. We had one more 23 Philly DDO number 1. One more 2020 Philly NIFC and a couple of Denver NIFCs, an 09 and a 13. So, on to box number 4. Let's go. Well, unfortunately, we did not save the most exciting box for last. We have been through half to go, and have nothing to show for it whatsoever. Not even an IFC, but we still got 25 more rolls, so who knows? Let's go find out. So I guess it won't be a total skunk of a box. We did have one NIFC here on roll 28, so just beginning part of the second half of the box, so who knows? Might pick up a little bit. Let's go see. Well, just like last week, last half of the last box before we find some, but right here should be a 40, it looks like. And we got a 67. So we will take it. These hunts the past 2 weeks are dragging us out to the end, but at least we got one silver, so we'll gladly add that to the finds and keep on moving and see if maybe the second half might bring it a little bit. Who knows? Let's go. Well, we're nearing the end of the box here on roll 48, and we got a 73 Denver under the scope. I think we found this one before, but it's got a pretty nice little rim cut on it right up here above the T. I did try to look it up on cuds on coins, but it looks like the site must be down right now, so but I'm pretty sure we found this for, and I'm pretty sure it's listed, but if I do end up being able to find some info for it, I'll put something on the screen here or something for it, but for right now, we'll just keep on moving, finish up these last couple rolls, and then we'll be back for a full hunt recap. So let's go. Well, we wrapped up our hunt here. We had 3 more NIFCs along the way, giving us a total of 21 for the hunt. We had our whole coin, our sticker coin, and our Olympic baseball commemorative. Pretty cool little find. We had 2 23 Philly DDO number 1s. Unfortunately, they both have some wrap machine damage. Got 73D that we looked at with the rim cut on it. We got a little strike through there. We got 283 clashes. One on a little bit of clash on the obverse that's fairly well beat up. And one had a decent little clash on the reverse that's actually in pretty good shape. So that's a nice find, just for the condition on the 83. And then our one little piece of silver, just like last week. We got 167 in the cup. We'll add another one in. So it's slow, but it's trickling in there, so we'll take it, I guess. That's going to be it for this one, folks. And I will catch you on the next. Peace.